It's also known that graphic materials like this are used by people to groom them. And I would hate that our school district would be involved in grooming children in thought patterns.
Stuff like this is activism. It's depraved activism. It's targeting our children. I don't like it.
This book is a direct violation of the law and should be removed permanently from both the main school libraries as well as the teachers' personal libraries they make available to their students.
The hate and intolerance in our world that tries to survive by denying the lived realities of others in our world cannot and will not stand. Love will eventually win, no matter how many books are banned, and no matter how many Black queer youth are denied the opportunity to discover themselves in books like All Boys Aren't Blue. I'm Reverend Dr. Rick Branch from United Methodist Church, and I want to start by reading portions of the author's note at the beginning of the book. In writing this, I wanted to be as authentic and truthful about my experience as possible. I wanted my story to be told in totality, the good, the bad, and things I was always too afraid to talk about publicly. That meant going places and discussing some subjects that are often kept away from teens for fear of them being, quote, too heavy. But the truth of the matter is, these things happened to me when I was a child, teenager, and young adult. And so, as heavy as these subjects may be, it is necessary that they are not only told, but also read by teens who may have to navigate many of these same experiences in their own lives. This book will touch on sexual assault, loss of virginity, homophobia, racism, and anti-Blackness. These discussions at times may be a bit graphic, but nonetheless they are experiences many reading this book will encounter or have already encountered. And I want those readers to be seen and heard in these pages. I want to make sure everyone understands this is not being taught in the classroom. This is not even available in the classroom. No one is in danger from this book by being in the library. There's probably a copy of the book here somewhere, and there are children in here that are not in danger of being corrupted by that book just being here. That book is available for those to whom they have those experiences or they want to be empathetic to those who have those experiences. Love will eventually win, no matter how many books are banned and no matter how many Black queer youth are denied the opportunity to discover themselves in books like All Boys Aren't Blue. But that doesn't mean that those who are in power in this room tonight can't unintentionally cause harm while we are waiting for that love win. Black, transgender, and non-binary youth reported double the rate of seriously considering and attempting suicide in the past 12 months compared to Black LGBTQ youth, and that's already a large percentage than non-LGBTQ youth. The proportion of transgender and non-binary youth seriously considering suicide over the past year was 50%, over 50%. Those are our children who feel neglected and don't feel like they belong somewhere. And they don't feel that way about suicide because they don't love themselves. They feel that way because others come together and say shouldn't exist, and people that they relate to shouldn't exist, and that God doesn't love them the way they are. I am asking you to show hope and love and courage to the marginalized children in your classrooms by keeping this book available in your libraries. Thank you.